Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg testifies on Capitol Hill today.
He's expected to apologize once again for the social media giant's mishandling of personal data of tens of millions of users. In prepared remarks released yesterday, Zuckerberg apologized to Facebook users, saying the company didn't do enough to prevent its tools from being used for harm. Starting in 2015, the political consulting firm Cambridge Analytica accessed personal information from up to 87 million users. Zuckerberg is 33 years old. He's a billionaire. He's expected to ditch his signature T-shirt and wear a suit and tie during 2 days of hearings. Facebook says it has started notifying users if any of their data was swept up during that scandal. Police will start seeing a detailed message on their news feeds from the social media site. Also, users will receive a notice titled Protecting Your Information with a link to see what apps they use. Facebook also announced it will roll out a new commission to provide independent research on the role of social media in elections. The goal is to identify and address election interference.
President Donald Trump says a decision about possible action against Syria is imminent. The development follows a suspected chemical weapons attack over the weekend that killed dozens of Syrian civilians. The video we are about to see is disturbing, and it has not been independently verified by CBS News. It appears to show survivors struggling to breathe and being washed down after an alleged chlorine gas attack in the suburbs of Damascus on Saturday. Russia, Syria's key ally, sent military officers to the site who said they found no evidence of a gas attack. The Syrian government is denying involvement. The president met with his top military advisors last night to discuss a possible military response. The president, meanwhile, is lashing out after the FBI raided the New York home and office of his longtime attorney, Michael Cohens. President Trump calls the decision a witch hunt.
They broke into the office of one of my personal attorneys, good man, and it's a disgraceful situation.
Federal investigators carried out the raids as part of a referral by the Office of Special Counsel Robert Mueller. CBS News learned the FBI seized evidence as part of an investigation into possible campaign finance violations and fraudulent business activity. Cohen has admitted paying adult film actress Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about an affair with President Trump in 2006.
Security is tighter today around the Pennsylvania courthouse where Bill Cosby is standing trial on sexual assault charges. That is after a topless protester jumped out in front of Cosby yesterday. That's 34-year-old Nicole Rochelle. She lives in New Jersey. She did appear in several episodes of The Cosby Show. Police arrested her for disorderly conduct.
I go with the numbers. You know, mathematically speaking, it's impossible that all of the women are lying. 5 to 10% of rape victims ever lie. So I'm going with that, and I'm going to then say women's lives matter.
This is a retrial in a case against Cosby where he's accused of sexually assaulting a woman at his home in 2004. He says it was consensual. The jury in the first trial could not reach a verdict. Governor Mark Dayton is asking for millions of dollars in security upgrades to the state capitol complex.
He says not funding it this year could pose a threat to tens of thousands of Minnesotans who visit the Capitol every year. The recently finished Capitol renovation project did include many security upgrades. But as Pat Kessler reports, lawmakers say the rest of the 140-acre Capitol complex also needs fixes.
There are thousands of people in and around the state capitol every day, and emotions often run high. But the Capitol building is not the only place with safety issues. State officials say buildings around the Capitol are vulnerable too.
The reality is that buildings are at risk, and you just never know when something might happen, and so it's important for us to be prepared.
The safety plan includes blast-proof glass windows, emergency call stations, steel entrance posts, and secure air intake grates. The vulnerable buildings include state departments, legislative offices, and visitor destinations like the History Center. All of them connected underground by a mostly unsecured tunnel system.
We have to be prepared.
Senator Warren Limmer chairs the Public Safety Committee. He's been thinking about security threats from fire danger to an active shooter.
This is an open building. We want to be open for the public to enjoy the building and to get to us. But at the same time, we do know there are threats that come about from time to time.
Despite the high price tag, the public won't see most of the security upgrades.
We, just like any private major business or employer, need to take seriously our responsibility to protect both the people who work here and the people who visit here and access services.
Pat Kessler, WCCO 4 News.
State officials say 9,000 people work in this Capitol complex every day, and hundreds more come to visit. But getting security right will take a great deal of time and a lot of money.